GT86. This is Toyota's sports car. It costs £25,000, although this one is optioned to £27,995 with extra leather bits and sat nav and Bluetooth. Those tyres are from the Toyota Prius. This thing has got a 2 litre flat 4 engine, and the top of the engine comes to just above the wheel arch. It sits really low, and it gives this thing the lowest centre of gravity of any mass-produced car. It's got 187 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 7.7 seconds, and it looks great, doesn't it? Looks fine in red. Subaru also make the BRZ, which is pretty much identical. If you're going to buy a Toyota, then you've got obviously the Toyota dealer network. Over and above what Subaru can offer you, but I like this, to be honest. I think very slightly I prefer the GT86, even though the differences are minimal. It's a really playful car. It's not been designed as a somber, sober thing. It's really good fun. I mean, look at the design of it. Look at that diffuser at the back. Does it do anything? Probably not. Look at the spoiler. Does it do anything? Possibly not. But it looks good. Look down to the little logo here. See the pistons around the either side of the 86. That's cracking. It looks good. It lacks torque. It's got 205 pound-foot of torque, but it redlines at 7,500. To be honest, it's got a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it's a little like a motorcycle engine. You've got to keep it revving. You've got to keep the revs up, change gear. Right at the top of the rev band, I've hit the limiter, which is, like I say, 7,500 revs a few times. It doesn't lack torque. You just got to use the torque, the available torque and the power to get the most from it, and it's huge fun. Like I said, those tyres are from the Prius. What that means is they're pretty low grip, pretty high efficiency, so you don't get much road noise, and it means that the rear end of this car will just slip out. Nice little angle of slip when you want it to. Also, when you change down through the gears as you're braking, if you're a bit ham-fisted with the clutch, then the rear wheels can just momentarily lock up and produce a little squeak. So let's have a look at the inside of it. Very sunny day, so I'm not sure how well you can see this. Alright, let's press the button so the thing stops squeaking at us. Alright, let's fire you up. Foot on the clutch. It sounds great. I don't want to rev it too high. Sitting here. Okay, so I did. You've got the screen. It's got sat nav. It's got Bluetooth. My son said to me, "That looks cheap," because we'd had a Jaguar F-Type the week before, and it kind of does. But do you know what? It's a Toyota. This is mass produced. This is a £25,000 car, and to be honest, it is not bad. From the materials, there's nothing harsh or horrible about it. Okay, it looks a bit like carbon fibre, but it's not. But the seats are great, they look great, and they're really nice to sit in. So what you've got this bolster here, but then you've also got hip and shoulder supports. So when you're in it, when you're driving, you feel cocooned in the seat. I'm quite close to the wheel. The pedals are nice and deep in the footwell, and it really does feel like a sporty sports car when you're driving it, especially as you've got to thrash that engine. Very, very, very few things wrong with the car. I'm trying to undo this and I can't. One of which is when you put the seat forward, you can see the rear seats are, if you can see in this light, the rear seats are pretty tiny. And when you put the seat back, it doesn't go back to the position that it was before. You've got to adjust it a little bit more. Now do you know what? Maserati Gran Turismo does the same thing, so don't hold that against this car. What else is wrong with it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It does 30 odd miles to the gallon. I've driven it for 150 miles and I've got 32 miles to the gallon out of it. The official figure is 36. I'm sure if I did a motorway run I could probably get 40. This is very good, very cheap for what it is, little car, and you can't say better than that. It is fantastic.